Boruto, 10 Things Naruto Has to Do After Becoming Hokage. Over the years, Naruto conquered all the obstacles in his path and by the end of the story, became the Hokage at last. Naruto was the protagonist of the Naruto series and he grew up with the aim of becoming the Hokage of the village and making everyone around him acknowledge him. Over the years, Naruto conquered all the obstacles in his path and by the end of the story, became the Hokage at last. In Boruto, Naruto Uzumaki's time as the Hokage of the village is properly shown to the fans and evidently, he's had to grow up quite a lot. With this job, Naruto has had taken on several other responsibilities as well. 10. Naruto Uzumaki has to maintain his high level of strength. By the end of the Fourth Great Ninja War, Naruto Uzumaki was the strongest shinobi to ever live and he only got stronger in the following years. By the time he became the 7th Hokage of the village, Naruto had attained incredible strength. However, the fact that he didn't get to go out on missions as often meant that he was a bit rusty. Nonetheless, when push comes to shove, Naruto steps up and shows everyone that he's still as strong as he once was. 9. Naruto Uzumaki has to protect his village from external attack. Although the world of Boruto is largely at peace, thanks to the Fourth Great Ninja War uniting the shinobi villages from all over the world, the threat still exists. Naruto Uzumaki has to keep an eye on rogue ninjas and protect his village from them. At the same time, several other organizations that plan on harming Konohagakure exist and as the Hokage of the village, Naruto has to always be ready to take them on in combat when necessary. 8. Naruto Uzumaki has to manage the jonin who work under him. As with any Kage, it is Naruto's responsibility to manage the jonin of his village. All the strong shinobi in Konohagakure take their orders from the 7th Hokage. It is he who decides the level of mission a shinobi gets and how capable they are in battle. As a Kage, Naruto also holds the power to promote anyone and, at the same time, strip anyone of their duties as a ninja. Undoubtedly, Naruto's job as the Hokage is quite challenging. 7. Naruto has to take charge of the genin as well. The genin are the future of any village and Naruto Uzumaki realizes that. For that reason, he makes every effort to manage them perfectly and turn them into the best possible shinobi that they can be. Naruto knows every genin in his village thoroughly and uses them according to their strengths. He's placed them into perfect teams and assigned the right jonin leader for each squad. As is expected of a Kage with experience as great as Naruto Uzumaki. 6. Naruto Uzumaki often takes charge of the 5 Kage Summit. The 5 Kage Summit is an event where the Kage from each of the major villages meet and discuss a particular event or a threat that may be on the rise. Although all the Kage are equal in terms of authority, their strength certainly varies. Naruto Uzumaki is, by far, the strongest of the 5 Kage and is also a hero of the world. For this reason, Naruto is often seen managing the 5 Kage Summit as well. What's more, most of the big 5 Kage Summits are held in Konohagakure. 5. It is Naruto's job to protect the next generation of shinobi. As the Hokage, Naruto's biggest responsibility is to raise the next generation right. This is the philosophy of the 3rd Hokage that Naruto Uzumaki embodies. He's always willing to go the extra mile for the next generation and ensure that they're safe. This was evident from his fight against Delta, where he saved Kawaki, a boy who had just met, yet considered to be equally as important as his own son. 4. Naruto Uzumaki has to treat the entire village as his family. Naruto Uzumaki certainly has the biggest responsibility of all on his shoulders. As the Hokage of the village, he has to treat everyone like his own family as this is what the will of fire signifies. Hiruzen Sarutobi taught him to treat the entire village as his own family. Just as Hiruzen considered the entire village to be under his protection. Naruto Uzumaki does the same. In fact, Naruto often ends up neglecting his actual family for the sake of the village. 3. Naruto Uzumaki has to raise Kawaki along without Boruto and Himawari. Naruto Uzumaki became a father long before he became the 7th Hokage of the village. Knowing what it takes to raise a child right, he took Kawaki under his protection and adopted him. Kawaki, who once had nowhere to belong to, now had a family in the Uzumaki household, all thanks to Naruto. Just as Naruto cares for Himawari and Boruto, he does for Kawaki as well. 2. Naruto Uzumaki has to be prepared to fight the Otsutsuki. Perhaps Naruto's biggest responsibility right now is to fight the members of the Otsutsuki clan. Ever since Kagaya's arrival, towards the end of Naruto, the Otsutsuki clan has become a persistent threat to the earth. During the Chunin exams, Naruto had to step up and protect the village from Momoshiki and Kinshiki. Later, an even bigger threat in Ishiki Otsutsuki showed up and made things even harder for Naruto. Regardless, Naruto always rises to the occasion when needed. 1. Naruto Uzumaki has to maintain healthy relations with other villages. The world is much more peaceful after the conclusion of the Fourth Great Ninja War and the villages are on friendly terms with each other. However, that certainly doesn't mean war can never break out. Every village looks out for its own safety first and foremost, and for that reason, Naruto has to continue to maintain good relations with other villages. Thankfully, with his advisor's help, Naruto easily manages to do so and helps them when needed, just as they do the same for him.